the idea behind the food cup is a bit different according to the country. The US is very peculiar because fresh products and good products are very difficult to find. But here in Sardinia or maybe in Europe, it was more like for quality of food and local food. Is that it's difficult to maintain the balance of selling the most possible to have the enough earnings to make it sustainable. And
Hi, Geraldine. Thank you for for having me here in Mesa Noa Food Cup. How do you like to be presented, and how would you like to present Mesa Noa?
Thank you, Azza, to give me this opportunity. Well, I am a French lady who came in Sardinia about 14 years ago now, in 2011 for the first time. And then I slowly decided that Sardinia would be my place. So in 2015, I gained residency in Sardinia. And in 2019, there was a big change in my life that took about a year, from 2018 to 19. I actually transformed myself completely. I quit the partner who made me come in Sardinia. I changed my job, that is to give my notice. And I bought a house and to transform it into a B&B and a house for holiday, where I also organize some event or a retreat and where a lot of things are happening. And also in 2018, I met the project Mesa Noa. So the transition from being a person who worked at a desk, completely sedentary, for a multinational, being employed, that was before. And then after this, I discovered Biodanza, Mesa Noa, which is a community project, and I transformed myself into a host with this new house that I name Domu Prejada, which means happy house in Sardinian. And Mesa Noa is also a name Sardinian. It means new table. Mm-hmm. Because the idea was to have a big table for everybody to sit on it, and of course, because it's a small shop, there is food like we see behind.
Yeah, we will come back to your project and transformation that you made, but let's start speaking about Mesa Noa. How we can define a food cup? Why today we create a food cup, and what is specific about the products that we can have here?
A food cup is actually a concept that is born in the US in the 70s. The first food cup is in Brooklyn, and it's called Park Slope Food Cup. And an American who lives in Paris made a documentary about this food cup in Brooklyn, and he created also a food cup in Paris. And with the documentary is really very precise about how it functions, how it works. And so that it was like a sort of template, a model, and so people could follow this model. So they start touring in Europe, and then in Belgium there is one, in Brussels, in France several places have this, and in Italia the first one is in Bologna. And in Sardinia, the project started with a group of people who were gathering on a regular basis, and they were under journalist example, which is Italia che cambia. Mm-hmm. So Daniel Tarozzi and others, they created these groups. Under their impulsion, groups were created, and then people were gathering, and they were talking about what they see, what they want, their dreams about the transition. and they organized a projection of this video and documentary, and then there were several projections, and it happens that I was in one of them. Then they start group work and to create this. And the idea beyond the food cup is a bit different according to the country. The US is very peculiar because fresh products and good products are very difficult to find. But here in Sardinia or maybe in Europe, it was more like for quality of food and local food. And also to give the possibility of people to decide what they'd like to have in the shop. So, for instance, we are in front of the scuso in Italiano, which means I don't know in English, but yes. To have the ability to buy a product in bulk without using the plastic bag. So the intent is to resolve several little actions that we do in the daily life, so that to show another alternative to people. So maybe people join the food cup first because they want to have local produce, but they also discover that you can buy in bulk, that there are like some bio products that maybe they were not aware before, and now they actually buy these products. So little by little, it's to spread awareness also on people.
Yeah. Spreading awareness about local products, high quality products, less waste. How many people today are interested into doing this and engaged in the food co-op? And is it sustainable for the food co-op and for the community?
Okay, so it's a lot of questions, one. So I'll start with the number of members. So today, after 5 years, we are around the 350 members who have actually paid the membership, because how it functions, the model is that you pay a membership, and then to be sustainable and provide the produce at lowest rate possible, but always maintaining the quality. We give 3 hours of voluntary work. So that means that every 4 weeks, we come into the Emporio, and today you find me because it's my turn to do the 3 hours voluntary work. And we have some people that are more open here, like they are coordinator, but most of us we come only 3 hours every four weeks. So that's the model. Of course, it's an issue that are facing a lot of the food co-op. And I have been in Barcelona, also spoke with the people there. Also, the board of the people here in Mesa Noa, they are in close contact with the other reality in Italia, because they are facing the same bureaucracy or the same bureaucracy, sorry, the same issues. Is that it's difficult to maintain the balance of selling the most possible to have the enough earnings to make it sustainable, and also without pushing too much the consumerism, and finding always alternative to products that maybe we were used to buy in the past, but are not really sustainable as well. But be balance with the economics, no? Because the margin that we are making is very low, because that's we don't want so it needs to cover, of course, the utilities and everything, but we need to have the balance to stay stable, to stay sustainable economically.
Yeah, we see today that Mesa Noa is engaged in many events other than food. We saw the event in your place about exchanging clothes, today theater event. What are the larger interests of the food co-op, and how you decide to engage in one event and not another, and why actually?
Allora, there is, we are located in the sort of suburbs of Cagliari, which has always been seen as very popular and some work issues and no work issues, like people unemployment issues and social issues. And so there has been the city actually created a fund and organized some events to give some dynamics with the city. So there has been like a bicycle event, like the theater, but also and there are also other associations around, like physically in the same area. And so this is we do exchange about collaboration and other events that we organize in front of the store because there are these it's a covered area. There it's like more encounters about food or produce or health, well-being, like some I don't remember. Like there was someone who came with herbal teas and talk about how to make the mix. Someone who talked about Ayurveda food. Uh, Recipes and things like that. Another one was like exotic fruits because now in Sardinia there is with the change in the climate there is possibility to have avocado, papaya, mango, which were produce that are not traditional. So we organize this event for awareness of the possibility of in both sides for people who would like to grow and maybe open the market for them, and also some produce that we can sell in the shop. And this comment about people enticing maybe people to grow some new produce to propose for the shop is linked to also one of an idea that was the founders when we created the Mesa Noa is also here in Sardinia there is many local produce but not too enough maybe to for the daily use. So one of the ideas would be like maybe if we are enough people in the community in the cooperative, we can actually have maybe a small a workshop who can create something for us or a transformation of a mom, something that we don't have now.
Yeah, diversify the products that we have in Sardinia.
Yes, yeah, also this because there is not maybe a lot of diversity because it's very traditional about the produce that are made in Sardinia. We need to think also that Sardinia is a destination, touristic destination. So a lot of also the produce that are made is a portion, not everything, of course, because locally people consume a lot already, but it's for exportation outside Sardinia, in Italy or other places, because Sardinia products, Italy in general, and Sardinia products are I consider that high value, and also for the tourists when they come to bring back in.
Yeah, we are speaking about the transformation of food products in Sardinia, but we can also look at this on tourism because I see some new projects being created in Sardinia that are different, that have different advantages than just the sea, which is the main attraction for tourists in Sardinia. You decided to come to Sardinia from Paris. What attracted you the first time, and how you had this decision?